Tuesday, September 23. September's chugging along here. October is just around, we're a week away from October. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base and say, hey. And yeah, a lot going on in the news. I'll be curious to see how our friend Jimmy Kimmel does on his first day back. Still figuring out, sorry. Hi, Patrice. Still figuring out the best way to wear this. That might be better. How's that? Great. Yeah, our first day back, or Jimmy's first day back after his, what's the term they keep using? His indefinite suspension. No, I would say it was a very definite suspension in terms of duration. I don't know. We'll see. And based on what he says tonight and how it goes, if I am clear that he is going to, yeah, and there are 38 Sinclair stations that are not broadcasting. I think the number's 38, anyway. What was I going to say? So I got distracted because I forgot to turn off notifications, but I'm going to turn them off now since everything just, yeah, do not disturb is on now. And all I have to focus on is comments from you guys. What is everyone saying here? Does anyone know how to watch Jimmy if you're local? I do not know. I think if you've got, I don't know, actually. That's the short answer to your question. I was talking earlier today on my Patreon. His contract is up in the spring. I think you should tell them he's leaving them. I agree with you. Because Jimmy, you know, like Colbert's going to do, my friend Scott keeps saying this, that like these guys, Trudy, thank you so much. I think these guys don't stop boycotting Disney. If Jimmy is allowed to do what he has always done, I'm going to renew my Disney subscription, my Disney Plus subscription, because I'm not going to punish actors for Bob Iger's fuck up. And Bob Iger, knowing that he fucked up, he's got a black eye, he's kind of really tarnished his legacy between this and the Good Morning America Stephanopoulos thing, like that payoff. Iger is really, you know, and that's between him and also him and his wife, who teaches journalism, the gorgeous Willow. I forget her last name. No, I'm not going to punish creatives who work at Disney if because the whole point of this, the whole reason for this, remember, was because Jimmy was muzzled because of what he said, which was really not that wrong. And actually, part of what he said was actually, I think, hilarious. Willow Bay, thank you, Barbara. If Jimmy's allowed to, like, if he gets his platform again and he's like uncensored and able to do what he's always done, I'm cool. And I'm gonna get because I want my Andor. I gotta finish Alien Earth, and I want access to my Marvel and my Star Wars and my National Geographic, my beloved National Geographic. And by the way, do you love those like those specials that Nat Geo does, where they like digitally empty the oceans and we can see shipwrecks like in detail under the ocean? Thank you, Nat Geo, and that's Disney Plus, baby. Anyway, so I will, depending on what Jimmy says tonight. So if it's a good night, I'm not going to watch it in real time because I'm probably going to go to a movie. But if I like it, you know, I will do my Disney Plus. I'll get it back with my Hulu and all that jazz. Hulu has good horror movies in its library. Anyway, so we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I like Kimmel so much. I think Jim Kimmel is a good person. On a personal note, I just want to sort of touch base with you all. In fact, can I get it here on my other screen? I don't know if there's going to be a legible. You know what? I can put the link to it in my show notes here, and I'm going to do this for you guys later. I have a friend, my friend Brett, who I've known forever, and oh, go see Jimmy in Brooklyn next week. Oh, fantastic! I love it when he does that. He's been doing that every year for a while now. My friend Brett is. He lives in Florida now. I'm going to yawn. Sorry, I'm tired. Oh my God. And Brett has got HLH and T-cell lymphoma, and you know, there's a GoFundMe because Brett can't work, and his husband Stephen, it's a lot, and they have a young son who is about to turn 4, and so, you know, there's a GoFundMe to which I happily donated, made a nice donation, and encourage everybody else who can. I just got off the phone with Brett. Brett and I had a really lovely phone call. Like, we were on the phone for, I think, almost an hour on FaceTime. He's very thin. The head has been shaved. Cancer sucks. I know this from personal experience, having gone through this with my stepsister, then my stepfather, or witnessed it, I should say. Everybody at some time in their lives, whether it's a friend or a family member or themselves, is going to be affected by cancer. I think Brett's been, from what he said, he performed or reacted very well to the first round of chemo. He just had the second round of chemo. I think they do it 21 days apart. Am I getting that right? I don't know. Thank you, Bill Kelly. I appreciate that so much for your support. But cancer, yeah, will come for you through someone in your life, for sure, at one point in your life. My advice to you, since you didn't ask, is don't run away from it. You know, it's shocking to see Brett because he's so thin, and it's alarming on a purely physical level to see a friend who is in that state. Show up for your friends is what I want to say. Yeah, thank you, Kirk. I'm going to put when I'm done with this live, I will put the link in the comment in the description for this live video, and you guys can see it. Let's see, now I've got you maple ice cream. It's nowhere to be found in the tri-state area. I know. Let me get back to that. I just want to finish my bit about Brett. But yeah, show up for your friends and your family members. And sometimes showing up for them if they want to be alone, like listen to them and figure out what they're needing, craving, wanting, and all that. But show up for your friends. I can't stress how important that is. And it was really good to talk to him. We had a really good chat. Brett has been in show business. He's an actor, singer, dancer, triple threat. He's been on Broadway. God, he was in Wicked. He was in Beauty and the Beast. I forget what. Maybe those are his 2 Broadway credits that occur to me. Yeah, and he and Stephen. Stephen was in. God, I forget which ballet here in New York City Ballet. Anyway, they're living in the Florida area now, and Brett's getting good care. Let me just sort of read for you what this says. T-cell lymphoma is a rare and life-threatening immune condition. You know, he's got, for a while, he was losing all this weight, and he just wasn't feeling well, and they couldn't figure it out, and then they finally figured out that he has hemophagocytic I'm going to butcher this like Trump butchered acetaminophen, because I've never pronounced this in my life. HLH is the shorthand term. Hemophagocytic phagocytic lymphohistiocytosis. Wow, that's a mouthful. And T-cell lymphoma, a rare and life-threatening immune condition. He's doing remarkably well, all things considered. And yeah, I think I would like to, if he's game for it, just to sort of consistently stay connected. And Brett is also a social media creator. In fact, some of you may know him on social media. He is Brett Shuford on Instagram, B-R-E-T, 1T. Brett Shuford, S-H-U-F-O-R-D. He's a Texas boy. Brett Shuford is his handle on Instagram. And yeah, he's got a good following there. He's been getting very into life coaching, and I just encouraged him to share this cancer journey. Yes, that is definitely a blood cancer. Yeah, I'm encouraging him to share in 3-minute segments so that he can purpose them on Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. Well, TikTok doesn't have that limit anymore, but like, you know. Hey, Jeanette, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry about your father. So, yeah, cancer comes for all of us through loved ones, friends, or directly to ourselves. It's insidious. So, yeah, I will put his particulars up there. And his GoFundMe is doing really well, which I'm thrilled to see. And it's really been helpful because it would really be great if all Brett had to worry about was just getting better, you know. So he can take care of himself. And then once he's better and on the beam, Janine, love your appearances on Don Lemon. I love going on with Don. So yeah, just to wrap up with Brett, go there. Again, I will put in the end the link to his GoFundMe. Don Lemon, great to be on his show. Every time I do Don Lemon, I say to myself multiple times over and over again in my head, in a loop, I will say, don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass Don. Don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass Don. Don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass Don. Like, and sometimes I let my mouth get the better of me. I hope I was well behaved last night. I mean, you know. Anyway, the two people who were on with me were great. Don knows such cool people. It was like a Zoom call, kind of a panel. I didn't know them, but they're comics. They live in the world of funny, and then no type of people I love more than funny people. You know, if you give me rich people, hot people, you know, the one that trumps them all is funny people. Like, just give me funny people. Yeah. Oh, Jeanette, I feel you. My stepdad died in 2015, 10 years ago. After a 9-year battle with multiple myeloma. 9 years. Let's see. I was West Bay. I tried, you know what I mean? Like, it's, when you're on a panel like that with Don Lemon, like a show like Don's, like, there was a pressure, not by Don at all. No, I think the pressure just comes from yourself because you want to be, you know, we're in the business because we like attention and you want to be seen and heard and, you know, all that stuff. But no, I try to just certainly speak up and chime in when I have something to contribute. Other than that, like, everything's cool. I'm just here working today. I gotta get a bike ride in. I just gotta burn some calories. Don Lemon is a raging talent. Let's see. I want to say something about Don here. Best thing that ever happened to him was being let go. I think he might agree with you at this point because Don is a great example. I was talking about this with my friend Brett with cancer. Don no longer has the constraint of the corporate, you know, overlord, and he can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, he's running his own race now and marching to the beat of his own drum. And I think his reach is, I gotta ask Don about this. Like, I don't know, money-wise, if he's making what he made at CNN, and audience-wise, I'm sure he's probably reaching. If you combine all of the social networks he's on, and look, when he goes live or whatever, like, I think he's reaching a bigger audience, like, on his own, I think. I gotta be sure about that. But Don's doing the hard work. Don is carrying the wood, man. Like every time I pop open Instagram, Daddy is live, like either in his little home studio or out with a mic in the wild, like chatting people up on the street. God bless him. He's doing the hard work. Yeah. So, whoa. Can he make as much money independently? Oh, sure. Like if you get the right sponsor or advertisers, sure. Heather Cox Richardson is on Substack, and she's just pretty much a writer, although she's making more video content. But she's a writer, and I think cranks out about it like, and I'm sure she has help. But her subscription, it's like $5 a month. She posts daily. It's about 1,000 words. And she pulls down somewhere between north of 5 million a year, probably closer to 7. So, you know, if you are, it's not like, you know, some people doing it by looking hot and showing skin, like by, you know, brand endorsements or whatever the fuck they do, like influencer money. But Heather Cox Richardson is really kind of the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of substantive content. It's not about a glamour contest. She's there to do the work. She teaches at my alma mater, too. Boston College. How do we feel about Kamala Harris on I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't have I don't have cable, so I'm out of that conversation. So, yeah. So if Kimmel if Kimmel sort of exits, the majors, like the legacy companies are kind of splintering. They're kind of splintering. Yeah, Colbert's going to be okay. Jimmy's going to be okay, whatever he does. And yeah. Oh, the Kamala Harris thing is on YouTube. Oh, smart of them to put it there, because that's where all the that's where we are. Hi. Okay, I might watch it. I've got a limited amount of time today. We'll see. I got things I got to do. Thanks for the heads up. Am I going to see Sam Harris at the Beacon? I am a fan. I'm not planning on seeing him at the Beacon. But I do like Sam Harris. Yeah. Smart guy. Did you know, fun fact, did you know that Sam Harris's mother created Golden Girls? Yeah. She was a TV writer. Yeah. I forget what else she worked on. Let's see. If the late night shows end, it will cut a major street. No, I think social media will pick up the slack, and YouTube, in terms of platforms where actors and writers and musicians can promote their new projects. I'm not convinced that, especially in this day and age, I'm not convinced that the late night talk shows are the only place for them to do that. No. This is not the same world it was. You know, like the world has changed. The landscape has changed. Yes, and she wrote soap episodes as well. Sam Harris's mother was a baller in TV. Yeah. But no, I think the guys, I'm talking too long. I gotta shut up. I only plan to be on these things for 10 minutes. You got me going for 19 minutes here. I'm gonna shut up. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for chipping in. To those of you who've donated, if you've gone to George Hahn, or if you've gone to rather, georgehahn.com/support. That's georgehahn.com/support. If you don't want to give here, if you want to do a monthly subscription on Patreon. But until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.